It is the Riot Podcast. Happy Monday, October 10th. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Not that you would know it from our behavior around the building
we forgot
today.
to mention it during the show.
And where's my turkey?
First off,
I thought you'd bring that in if you wanted it so bad.
What do you mean?
You should show us the ropes. I don't even know what Canadian Thanksgiving is.
You have to bring in your own cake for your birthday?
You should have taught me about it, you know? You'd think that you would have came in and be like, okay, so these are some of my traditions that I do on Canadian Thanksgiving.
So yeah, what is your
go-to?
Your thing for
What is Canadian Thanksgiving?
Canadian Thanksgiving?
What are you doing today?
No, the history. Like what's
the history,
thing?
all of it.
Well, it's a similar, it's almost exactly the same to the United States Thanksgiving. You do almost exactly the same thing, except it's Canadian.
Were there like pilgrims and stuff
on its
there?
own day. Yeah, they had pilgrims in Canada.
Was that like a part of it?
The ones
with the Native Americans and whatnot?
The ones that went a wrong way. They
the
veered
polite
off.
pilgrims.
The polite ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really in practice not really dissimilar from American Thanksgiving at all. If you walked into Canada on a Canadian Thanksgiving, you'd just be like, why are they celebrating Thanksgiving today? Why are they celebrating American Thanksgiving now in Canada?
Well, if you're listening and you're Canadian, happy Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. And yes, let's continue.
So today, if you couldn't tell, I mean, just based off Hudson's voice alone, it's a sick day here for RadioU. Who has been sick for the past week or so, I feel good today.
I told you he was going to leave his body and attach to one of us.
And so it latched on to both of you guys.
I knew when I walked in today that you were like, I'm feeling all horrible.
Yeah.
And then Nikki got here. She's not feeling too great. And so we were saying, we knew when you walked in the door,
I was going to be
have
skipping
a big
around.
smile on your face.
I'd be real
feeling
happy.
like $1 million.
I feel really bad because when I came in, I was like, oh, I hope he's worse.
Nikki's like, I hope everybody else is sicker than I am.
I don't want to be the sickest out of everybody.
See, I was hoping.
Were you hoping I would have it?
No, I was sitting here thinking, man, I hope Nikki doesn't come in so I don't have to do the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like, well, if she doesn't come in, then I guess I have an excuse too. We can just all phone it in.
No, and I was, because, I mean, yes, we were both sick over the weekend. And I was like, no, I'm going to go in because, Isaiah came in all those days. I don't want to be the one that doesn't come into work with if we all have had the same sickness.
We've all been sick
Yeah.
Nikki's like, I can't call off because Isaiah was in here this whole week getting us sick.
But I feel like Hudson has it way worse than you ever did, or at least as far as you showed us.
He sounds worse than I did.
Yeah.
I do,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, there is other stuff in the show.
Yeah, we talked about what condiments you cannot live without, and that was a controversial subject for us.
It's weird that we all thought going into it that it would be such a simple, open and shut in a way case, and then we all had different opinions. We just kept, okay, so Isaiah, your argument is for barbecue sauce.
Do you want to just wait and let them hear it all, or?
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say that after we brought it up, we just kept finding, Chris walked in, the engineer, and we just kept finding more and more things you could put my condiment on.
True.
And it's, again, the question is, the condiment you can't live without, not the condiment that is the best. And the condiment you can't live without should go on a million different things, and that's exactly what mine does.
Yeah, all right. We'll find out what it is.
Now that we talked about the condiment that we can't live without.
Yeah.
How about like a favorite that you think tastes the best?
Oh,
we
honey
didn't talk
mustard.
about that. You think honey mustard for you? Okay.
Absolutely.
I think just based off of taste, I might go Chick-fil-A sauce.
You think Chick-fil-A sauce?
Yeah.
Okay. See, for me, I don't know. See, I think I might go McDonald's barbecue sauce if I had the big one.
Fair. That's your thing.
I love McDonald's barbecue sauce. It's a good one. I think Cane sauce too. Very unique, a little niche, but it's also a good sauce.
Cane
it's a real good sauce
and Cane's honey mustard are like, that's the only thing they're getting by with. You know what I mean? Like the chicken is okay. The fries are nothing to get excited about.
The toast is good. I think the toast is admirable.
Yeah,
but you're not going to go to a restaurant for a toast.
It's gotten so small.
It has.
Like
it's all miniature now.
It's not. It's. I felt
but the sauces seem to have stayed the same size.
I ordered a combo the other day, and when I looked at the chicken was a lot smaller, and the things I was like, oh my gosh, I've gotten bigger.
I know. My hands must have gotten larger.
Yeah.
They had to have. This chicken is shrinking.
Everything is getting smaller. It's like what were those mini brands, like the little miniature things and everything. So, well, enjoy the podcast today, and please argue with us by texting us at 877-2-RADIO-U if there's something you want to add to any of the podcasts today.
Love that, and hopefully we'll sound a little better tomorrow.
Ready to go blow our noses?
Yeah.
Okay, yay.
And cough some stuff up, too, while I'm at it.
It's going to be a great day.
All right, see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is the worst of the riot.
Good morning, Isaiah.
Good morning.
Do you see what you did to him?
You sound terrible.
Yeah, why
Holy moly, dude.
Why?
I mean, I don't envy you.
Why did you do this to us?
Why do you think that it's me?
Well, okay. I mean, you were sick last week, and now both of us are sick.
Oh, you both are sick?
Yeah, the whole weekend.
Did you guys
She's
take
not
your
as-
vitamins and stuff over the
Every-
weekend?
Oh, I take vitamins
Everything.
every day.
Everything.
Yeah, we not just vitamins either. We're taking all the different. This is how bad it is. I drank tea.
Oh, dang.
I drank tea this morning. It didn't help. Clearly, think about how bad I would sound if I didn't drink tea.
Well, you got to tell them we have a throat coat tea, which can sometimes help you when you still need to talk, but your throat hurts.
And it didn't work.
No.
And it tasted horrible. How do you guys do that?
Well, we don't have that tea a lot.
I like tea. You don't like tea?
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, geez.
Never again.
I like tea.
Never again. So when did you heal up?
Oh, it took me about a full week.
Oh, great.
good.
So for me,
Great.
it was a full 8 days before I felt 100% again.
I think
Did
I've got like four more days then.
Oh, that's bad.
Did you? So is it like is it your whole head? You have chills.
It feels like it oscillates around my head.
Did you get like chills
It
this
feels like
weekend or
my head
anything?
is
A fever?
oscillating.
No
What?
fever, no chills.
No fever,
No,
no
I
chills.
haven't had fever.
Well, then that wasn't from me because I had chills.
No, because sometimes like the first person who gets the cold or whatever it is, they get some of the worst stuff, and then the second person gets something, and then the third.
That makes
right.
sense.
But
did
you never
anybody's-
sounded like this though.
Did anybody's ears hurt? Like your ears? Okay. your ears bug
Yesterday,
you?
I kept feeling like I needed to. Like I even tried the thing where you hold your nose and blow.
Oh, yeah, that happened to me one day. For my left ear, the entire day, it would not open up.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
Yeah,
not my
we're
fault.
blaming you.
See, I never sounded as bad as Hudson, I don't
No, you
think. I
didn't.
was able to power through like a big boy, but unfortunately, I'm just joking. But unfortunately for me, I just felt like it was just always like my nose was super stuffed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that lasted the longest. There was like a day, like last Tuesday, where I felt like almost 100% again. And then Wednesday I came in and I was back to like 30%. So if there's a good day, the next day is probably a bad day.
Yeah.
Don't tell us the things that
I
come.
know.
Gosh.
I've already been through too good and too bad, I think. So.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a roller coaster for the next 30 days.
Oh, so exciting. So
And Nikki's not
exciting.
even as far along. And
I know.
look, she's not as tough as we are. She's gonna wind up calling in
She
sick.
sounds
unlike
pretty good
us.
still. Hudson sounds terrible, and
sound
Nikki still sounds okay.
Way better than you, Hudson.
Yeah, she does. She sounds pretty normal.
If
And I
you hear
sound so
anything,
bad.
it's the left nostril right there. That's what you're hearing.
I sound so bad, but I'm still here toughing it out.
You are.
Attaboy.
I mean, you
And-
could take over if you want.
Next time, we're not going to because we're not going to spread this to each other.
Yeah.
So if in the future any of us get sick, we got to stay at home.
We saved
can't
our,
come in.
We saved our sick
or
days.
do you remember when we used to, after COVID stuff, like clean the room?
Oh, yeah, we haven't been doing that for a while.
We need to go back to cleaning everything.
Yeah, man, we got to do something.
Well, does anybody else have it? Listening? Anybody have this cold thing
Oh,
going
for
on?
sure.
Is it
Yeah.
passing through the radio?
It must
Is it
be.
irresponsible of us to be here for your sake?
Anybody want the day off from work? Are you going to take the day off?
If you don't want the day off, you want the next 5 days off.
Yeah, that's true.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
Well, much like a walker that has wandered this earth for much too long, The Walking Dead will finally, mercifully be beaten completely to death this November when the show will come to an end.
That's it.
It's almost over with its 11th season. But lest you think, of course, that would be the end of The Walking Dead, even though the Walking Dead itself is coming to a close, there's still plenty more walking and deading to go around in the coming months and years.
I haven't watched it in a while, but I just feel like there's always some sort of sideshow going on. So I never know, like, is it actually Walking Dead? Is it a prequel? Is it a whatever, a follow-up? Like, what is it?
Yeah, well, we have here news of a new, this is a sequel, a continuation on of The Walking Dead, although it is not The Walking Dead. It is The Walking Dead Dead City.
Okay.
It is coming this April, April of 2023. This is the new Walking Dead show with Maggie. You remember Maggie, right?
No, I don't.
You don't remember Maggie?
I don't. But didn't they recast? I remember the talk on that. Or is it the same person?
Oh, no, it's Maggie's still the same.
Same person? Okay.
I don't know how many seasons you watched. She's what, one?
I watched the first Walking Dead season. That was it.
I don't know if she shows up in the first season.
That's why I don't know.
She's like one of the farmer's daughters, and she falls in love with Glenn. Let me just go into whole spoiler alert territory. And then
let
in
me
season
catch up with all the
6,
seasons.
yeah, right. The next 10 seasons. In season 6, her husband Glenn gets beaten to death by a guy named Negan.
Yeah.
You've heard about Negan, right?
Yes, I know that one.
And guess who Maggie is doing the show with?
Uh-oh.
Negan himself.
Oh, no.
Her husband's murderer. And it seems they've struck up some kind of a unlikely friendship.
And that'll be the new show?
They've managed to put the husband's brutal beating to death behind them. And they've worked out some of their differences anyways. Now they're going to be prowling around New York City in Walking Dead, Dead City in April of 2023.
Dude, I think Walking Dead made so smart of a move to have so many shows.
Yeah.
Because, they don't have to tear the sets down. They can do the filming stuff. They can just change it all. It's smart.
And even it's kind of like whack-a-mole. Even if 3 out of 5 aren't any good, you still have 2 that are good. And it's giving you, a good starting point of people are probably more likely to watch some stupid Walking Dead spinoff.
That's your bad.
Than some random show that is based off of nothing anybody's heard of before.
And I don't think AMC has anything else. So, that's smart.
Better Call Saul ended. Are they really going to do another Breaking Bad spinoff?
Don't throw that past them, actually.
You know what, though?
Could.
If they did that, it would be good.
So that's the Walking Dead spinoff has been confirmed for April for Dead City.
And this one's real. They've even got pictures from the set and everything. So if you just listen to all this Walking Dead slander and you're like, hey, wait a minute, buddy.
You still want to watch?
I like the show. Well, this is for you. April 2023.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
Let's do our other Monday tradition, our new Monday tradition, which is football headlines.
Yeah, any good games over the weekend?
Well, you know what? I'll let Isaiah be the judge, I guess.
There were some good games.
Yeah.
Not
Did
particularly
your Browns win?
No.
Aww.
No,
Hudson and I both came up as big losers this weekend.
Your Packers lost too?
Yeah, it was a rough Sunday. That's headline number 1. Packers blow big halftime lead versus the Giants in London.
So
Did you wake up early for that one?
Show.
Yeah, it was a little early for me. I woke up and I looked at my phone and my fantasy, I was getting updates from players that were playing for the Packers and Giants, and I was like, oh, a little early for me. So I did not get to see that game.
Yeah, I did watch it. The Packers in the first half, they came out like they were shot out of a cannon. The offense was looking as crisp as it's looked all season. They were up 20-10 at halftime, I think. Which I guess that's not a huge halftime lead, but you wouldn't think they would blow that to what many people consider a lowly Giants team.
Aww.
But don't look now. They came storming back in the second half and wound up actually winning. Aaron Rodgers could not get a touchdown in to tie the game at in the last few minutes.
Listen,
so the Giants do it.
They just have to play in London to play well.
Yeah. You know what? They're having a good season. They're 4-1. I watched that game. It's the first time I watched the Giants a lot this year. They're they don't have a lot of talent as much as other teams, but they're a well-coached team.
That's good.
So they have a shot at the playoffs. You have an on it you'd like to share on that?
On the Giants?
Yeah.
I think they won't make the playoffs.
Are the Packers a reason for concern?
No, they aren't a reason for concern. They'll figure it out. Their offense won't be much of an issue down the road. They just got to figure it out.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
Okay. The Panthers lose to the 49ers, and Baker Mayfield may have started his last game.
Oh, so where does he play at? The Panthers?
Carolina, yeah. Okay. Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, rough game for Baker. Per usual.
Which has been pretty much that way all season.
Yeah, it doesn't help that the Panthers are not like the Giants. They're a terribly coached team, so their offense just can't figure it out. They have one of the better running backs in the game in Christian McCaffrey, and for whatever reason, they just don't want to use him. Weird thing they're doing over there.
Actually, a very similar situation to the Giants.
Yeah.
Not as especially talented. They do have a great running back, and yet they are struggling where the Giants are not. So it'll be interesting to see if their coach does wind up getting fired or if Baker gets benched. How about this? Why isn't Ohio State ranked number 1?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question. I mean, we all saw Alabama struggle yet again this weekend.
Yeah.
And Ohio State has not in a long time. Since the first game of the season against Notre Dame.
Against Notre Dame, who's actually, they obviously, they suffered a second loss way back in week 2. But Notre Dame's looked pretty good since then. Ohio State's resume pretty good, and they've just been blowing out teams where Alabama and Georgia are struggling. And granted,
that happens every time.
I know, but you listen, I'm saying Ohio State should be ranked number 1. What does that tell you?
And Hudson hates Ohio State.
I do.
The SEC bias can't even come over Hudson. That's how strong this is.
I mean, by the end of the season, I don't know, but at this point, I don't know why Ohio State's not number 1. It's tomfoolery that I don't know who's putting it. I mean, I do know it's the Associated Press, the coaches poll. They need to have their privileges revoked.
I guess I just assumed Alabama paid for the number 1 privilege a long time ago with money.
They must have.
And the years have not, been gone through to where they still have to put them at number 1.
A couple more years left of that. I think.
I don't know. It is kind of rich hearing Ohio State fans be like, Alabama and money. Okay, well.
Every team is like that.
There's more football headlines, but we only have so much time.
That was the big one?
Yeah, that's what's important, right? Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, that's pretty solid. That kind of wraps up the NFL weekend.
All right, that's all you need to know.
Find more Riot content online. riot.radiou.com.
What is one condiment you cannot live without?
Yes.
Can we just rule out ketchup because that's obvious? Like after ketchup.
Oh,
you think ketchup's number 1? Like no matter what?
I think it's
really.
Yeah.
I don't think it's my favorite, but I think like where would you be without ketchup in life?
See, I don't really think I use ketchup, to be honest.
You don't put ketchup on your burgers?
I don't put ketchup on my burgers,
Fries?
No?
Not at all on my burgers. I don't even know if I haven't had a burger with ketchup on it in I don't know how long. Fries, I will use ketchup, but I prefer barbecue sauce.
With your fries?
Yeah, like McDonald's barbecue sauce by far is better than ketchup. Yeah.
Well, I think you might be the odd one out on that.
That might be the minority there.
What do you put on your grilled cheese? You don't dip it in ketchup?
No.
You do what? Wait a minute.
Grilled cheese and ketchup. I like all these things you're acting like are normal things. You're like, well, obviously ketchup is number 1.
And fries
That's
are pretty
normal.
common.
What about I feel like barbecue sauce on a burger is better than ketchup is though.
It depends.
I feel like a bacon. If you had bacon on a burger, which obviously is the superior burger, maybe some crispy onion strings, then are you going to put ketchup on that or barbecue sauce?
Well, most people are going to put ketchup on it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think that's barbecue
on
automatic.
the burger he just devised, once you add the crispy onions, you would put barbecue on that.
So you would mix ketchup and bacon.
Well, yeah,
on a burger. Really, I would do barbecue every time.
Lots of people put ketchup on their scrambled eggs and bacon every morning.
Yeah, but that's not a thing for me.
And if we're talking like we're not making hamburgers, so like we're just going to a restaurant, the ketchup is always what they put on there.
I didn't think when you brought this up, I thought the ketchup wasn't even going to be for debate. I thought we'd all agree, yeah, we'll just move on from ketchup, and then we'll find another, like your next most important condiment.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that we were going to do that with ranch.
No.
Ranch?
I thought that ranch was going to be the number 1 that we would do that with.
You're joking.
I did. And I don't even like ranch. I was going to make an argument against ranch.
Okay.
But I thought we were going to do that.
You're making an argument against ketchup.
I thought the ketchup wasn't even going to be. I thought we were going to be like, oh yeah, ketchup's in the conversation, but ranch is like the clear cut. People want that for sure.
At least I think I assume most people would say ketchup would be what they commonly go for.
Really? See, I thought we were going to do that with ranch, and then I was going to order barbecue sauce. I was kind of ready for that. So this whole ketchup argument caught me off guard. I didn't think we were taking it that serious.
I know there's some ranch devotees out there,
they
right?
put it on everything.
Yeah, but
like ketchup.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same because if you're doing pizza, people argue that ranch is like the only condiments you would really put on pizza, except you can also put barbecue sauce on pizza. Just saying.
There you're going
I'm still making an argument for barbecue sauce, but I know there's a lot of people that like ranch out there.
I think when you put ranch on pizza, like I'm not upset that you do it, but it's also wholly unnecessary. There's not enough going on the pizza for you.
But some
that
people
you need
like
to add ranch.
They just like to dip something. You know, they just want to have a little extra.
Yeah, they just like to dip.
I think if you have like a crappy pizza, then ranch can save it. I think if you have like a little microwavable pizza, you're gonna put ranch on that for sure. But if you get an actual good pizza, if you're putting ranch on it, you're just doing too much,
doesn't it? Here's my Totino's pizza. And I'm dipping it in ranch.
Well, I like if you guys are just listening, you're like, I don't do any of that. You feel really like you're not put together. If you're not using barbecue sauce and ranch.
See, I was going to say honey mustard is probably
right behind.
I don't know. See, neither of those are my favorite, but I just think they're the most necessary.
You think that's a necessary condiment?
Honey mustard?
Yeah.
What are you going to eat? Like just chicken tenders? Plain?
Barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce, yet again. Barbecue sauce. It's the answer to all.
Well, you're putting it in a pretty good argument.
It is. It's for everything, I swear.
mean, I like barbecue sauce, but it also feels
like... But I make honey mustard over it.
Yeah,
really?
I just
Not
think
for me.
Barbecue sauce is like your last resort because it's not... It's like, well, I don't want to eat it dry, so I guess I'll take barbecue sauce. That's usually how I see it. Well, like with actual barbecue, if the barbecue's not good, then you sauce it. It's like, I don't want to eat this dry barbecue, but I still want to eat it. So I need barbecue sauce. That's what barbecue sauce is.
So it's like, so you would say it's just like saving meals for you. Like the other meals would be good, and you're like adding it. It's like for goodness. But barbecue sauce is really your savior for a bad meal. But you're saying.
No, because I put other things on first. I put other things on first.
Yeah, but it just sounds like it's saving you from time to time with your pulled pork.
Listen,
maybe it's not that good.
You're not going to win with saying barbecue is right behind ketchup or even better than ketchup.
It's better.
It's not.
We haven't even discussed mayo yet.
Oh, no.
There's not a discussion.
There is a discussion for mayo.
No.
Mayo has a lot of uses.
What a trash take that is. No way. That's not even close, I don't think.
What if you mix mayo and ketchup?
That's
then
not the worst.
Now you're really getting somewhere.
That's not the worst. But yeah, that's still gross.
It's better than barbecue.
Is there anything else we're leaving out? Is there any other ones?
I'm sure there are. Look at the text right now.
Steak sauce or
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good I like a good hot honey sauce. If you had that on
maybe
like a
buffalo
chicken.
People could argue buffalo.
Yeah, lots of people love buffalo. I'm not a fan of the buffalo, and like a lot of these just aren't as versatile.
Yeah.
Like you've got a lot of uses even for your barbecue sauce. It can go on almost anything.
Anything. I know.
Mike, good call on a spicy mustard. That can really be nice. Levi said.
I don't know. That goes on like 3 things.
Guys, can't we just pretend like anything?
He's like Mike trash take. Honestly, I wouldn't do spicy mustard.
Spicy mustard, but you could easily live without it. You just give up the bologna sandwiches.
Someone says something, we're like, well, I don't know.
We're like, well, that wouldn't be the one that I would choose. Thank you for texting in, but no way.
But your opinion is invalid.
The A1 sauce, too. That's a good option.
A1. See, I'm not a big A1 guy.
That's because you don't eat enough steak.
You don't
bad
know
steak that needs to be saved by A1 sauce.
Why use A1 when you got barbecue?
Exactly.
Yeah, or when you just have a really good steak.
This is The Riot. Radio U.
You guys seen this on TikTok? Hot girl walk.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah. I'm a girl. They assume you want to go on a walk.
And Isaiah?
I've heard of it, yes.
Yeah.
It's not on my TikTok, thankfully.
But you've heard of it.
But I have seen it.
Why am I only learning about this now?
You just out here. You've never heard this?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard about it.
What?
I'm just finding out
I feel like it's all I hear about.
I mean, if you go back several years, it was that thing, Hot Girl Summer, and so now it's the Hot Girl Walk.
There's always got to be a hot girl something, you know.
See, I'm looking into it here, and I'm learning all about like what a hot girl walk is. It looks like it originated in 2021. Actually, is when it got started. In the first ever hot girl walk video, the woman says, or the girl, she says, you're only allowed to think about 3 things on the hot girl walk: things you're grateful for, your goals and how you're going to achieve them, and how hot you are. And you do that all on a walk, and that's a hot girl walk. I've been doing that for a long time. How come I didn't get included in this
trend? You've been trending before you even knew you could.
Yeah. This is that's one of my favorite things to do is think about how hot I am and my goals and how I'm going to achieve them. And look how it's worked for me.
I always saw it or thought of it more like, like they say, hey, if you're mentally not doing as well or if you're just having a tough time, everybody always tells you what few things, like get more sleep, drink more water, and go for a walk.
Get outside,
so
get some fresh air.
It's really just the whole like go out, do a walk for yourself and feel better about yourself.
So you guys been doing it?
Not
going for hot girl walks?
Yeah, you don't go for hot girl walks?
See, for me, not to rain on the parade, but I think the whole hot girl walk thing, a little overrated, if I had to put it down as anything, because realistically,
you would say that.
Realistically, when you walk around, like if I go for a walk / run, maybe a jog, if someone saw me jogging down the street, in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, I look so hot right now. Realistically, the person driving down the road is like, what is wrong with that dude? Why is he like limping? Is he kind of hurt? Is he injured? He looks like a wounded deer. Like, you don't look good running anymore unless you're like in the prime of your life. You don't look good running no matter who you are. So as hot as you think you look, you don't look that hot.
I think that's practice because then that way you're practicing like no matter what, even if you're not looking your best, you still feel better.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about what other people see when they're walking by. It's what you see in your mind while you're walking.
And also, it was a hot walk anyways because it was just hot every place you were walking.
Yeah,
so, like, you just look horrible.
Yeah, I'm seeing here now. I like this is all news to me that there's actually a term for all this. But now there's like hot girl walking clubs and everything like that.
Oh, yeah, you could join one.
Yeah. Oh, I could?
Well, yes.
Well, you can't because you're a boy. It's just for girls. It's just for girls.
It'd be a nice way to meet some friends. I don't like to walk outside, but it would be fun if you had a group to do it.
But think about how you'd fill your Apple rings so easily, Nikki.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, your Apple Watch.
If you joined a hot girl walking group?
Yeah. You'd be done with it in no time.
I just like to walk with friends. It's just not as fun if you're just walking around.
But not hot girlfriends.
People are like looking at you like, why are you outside? What are you doing? You're like, what's wrong? Can't you drive?
Why are you running? You're an adult. Why are you running again?
Get up, you know. Like,
where's your bike?
Why are your clothes so bright?
Yeah.
That's the true fact. It's not only do we have hot girl walks, but we also have hot girl walking outfits to make you feel hotter as you walk.
That is true.
So if you aren't wearing your hot girl walking outfit, then you can't even. It's not even a hot girl
walk. You can't just pop out in jeans and flip flops.
You're the two reasons why a lot don't like to go out for walks.
Hey, you know what? You can do it though. You can go for the walk. I'm not gonna look at you or judge you.
No judgment here, but we hate your outfits.
Aww.
Just the coloring of them.
Well,
what are you doing?
I won't say I hate the outfits. I think that they look good and stuff, but at the same time, I think for me, I don't really put together an outfit when I go for a walk. Actually, I don't go for walks. I'll be honest.
Oh, and look how in shape you are.
I know. I'm falling apart.
You're would be the equivalent of a hot boy gym session? Is that?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing when I go to the gym.
Hot guy sauna sesh.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know what? It is a hot guy sauna sesh.
Well, whatever you're doing, it looks good. You're doing fine.
You're doing great.
And don't listen
as long
to
as you're doing something.
Hudson, Nikki, the Riot on Radio U.
Nikki, what do I complain about more than anything else?
Inflation.
No, not that. The next thing I complain about.
Movies.
No.
Newer things because you like old things.
No.
Gosh. What else?
I didn't realize I complained about so much.
Any other team besides the Packers?
Wow, this has been an eye-opening experience for me.
Is it the Yankees?
It's my back.
Oh, your back.
My aching back. I complain about my back a lot.
You don't actually complain out loud, but what he does during the show is he'll like get up and stretch because, you know, it's so hard for us guys to sit during the whole show. But yeah, you don't really, I think, verbalize it. It's not like you're on air,
right?
but you do. It does seem like it hurts you.
Yeah, I have a problem spot in the middle of my back. And, you know, the truth is it's probably just I have really poor posture. And so that just puts strain on that one area. And it really it bothers me from time to time. But I think I have another answer. Instead of improving my posture, how about this, Nikki? What if I start crocodile crawling?
Is this a workout thing? Or?
Yeah, look at this. Watch the videos of this.
I cannot do that.
It's hypnotizing.
Wow.
It is a new exercise that is taking China by storm. And you can tell because there are so many people doing this in a big, long line. And it is literally walking on all fours like a crocodile. But it's not just like you get down on all fours. It's kind of like a mix of walking on all fours, but also doing a push-up every time you move forward.
Is that their army or?
No, this is just people learning how to do it because it's supposed to help.
It looks like prisoners.
It does. Like they're so in sync, doesn't it? It does look like the military, but this is just these are just crocodile crawling classes people are taking.
They say that crocodile crawling is not suitable, though, if you're diabetic, high blood pressure, heart disease, because it raises your blood pressure very, very quickly and puts pressure on your heart more than if you were walking.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind, but I don't suffer from those issues, so maybe this is the key to me getting better.
And you have to you have to wear gloves and stuff.
Yeah, to keep your hands.
Oh, they're doing it down steps.
Whoa,
no,
I didn't get to that part. I did not get to that part.
That's even worse.
That's wild. It's crazy when if you saw one person coming at you like this, you would be creeped out. You know, like you'd think they are coming to eat your face.
Well, this, they say, is the follow-up to iron shoe training, which is when you would walk with iron attached to your feet. So I guess maybe is the crocodile walk a little bit better or worse than that?
I feel like I could do better with the iron shoe training
than this.
Yeah, I also see neck hanging is one that they do there. For
this is so in sync too. I don't want to be. I'd have so much pressure of like you're not going to do it right.
You mess up the whole crocodile line. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna. You want me to? Can I practice around the studio?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me leave first.
You?
No, let me leave. Then that actually might lead to more back pain.
All right, well, it's something to think about anyways.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.